Thanks for joining us for the Member xCite presentation. The Member xCite presentation is informative, interesting to the audience, and showcases the strengths of the presenter as an entrepreneur and their area of expertise. It's not a sales pitch, it's a 10-minute educational and insightful exploration into what they do. And of course, it's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our xCite presenter today, Matt Alderton from X Networking, to present to us on Set and Smash Your 2022 Goals. The failure rate of small business is exceptionally high. 96% of businesses will never see their calendar anniversary. Coincidentally, only 4% regularly plan and set goals. In this presentation, I will share with you the strategies I use to set and smash my goals. Matt Alderton is a serial entrepreneur and business expert with over 40 industry awards, including Business Person of the Year and winner of the Australian Business Champion Awards 2 years running. Over the past decade, Matt has founded and grown a dozen 6- and 7-figure businesses, generating over $100 million in revenue. He now runs the fastest growing business networking organization in Australia, New Zealand, and the US. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Matt Alderton.
Who's been in business for more than 12 months? Raise your hands for me. Excellent. So congratulations, you've all passed now. Did you have your hand up? You're a newbie. Okay, excellent. Well, not to scare the crap out of you, but there is a 50% chance of success at the 12-month mark. So 50% of businesses will not make it past the 12-month mark. So if you've made it past 12 months, congratulations, you've passed. Who's been around for more than 5 years? Raise your hands for us. See how the numbers start to drop. Excellent. So been around for more than 5 years, congratulations. You're now in the top 20% of businesses. Pretty good, right? Yeah, pretty happy there. Excellent. Well, you're now on your way to 10 years. So who's been in business for more than 10 years? Okay, actually, similar bunch of people. Now, I always do say the numbers buck the trend in a VX room, but I always believe that the average of the people you spend the most amount of time with, let's face it, if you're spending time with great people, you're going to lift and you're going to have more successful businesses. But if you've been around for more than 10 years, you're now in the top 4% of business owners. Yeah, 96% of businesses will fail within the first 10 years. Within that 10 years. Yeah, 96%. That's pretty crazy, right? Now think about that. Think about where you are in that picture. Now it doesn't mean that if you get to 10 years, you're destined to succeed from there. I'm sure that the number 4% though stays pretty close to 4%. Because once you're successful at that point there, you've built a business of value, you've probably got employees, you've got some substance around you, you've built value into your business, and that's something that actually transcends into a saleable venture. And so businesses that get to 10 years, when they decide they want to leave the business, they've got a business they can sell as opposed to having to walk away from that business. Yeah. Now, coincidentally, what percentage of businesses out there, business owners out there, do you think have clearly written and articulated goals? What percentage do you reckon? 5? 1 would be. Minus 1 is 4%. Good work, you two. 4% of businesses actually set clearly written and articulated goals. Yeah? Only 4%. Now, it's no wonder, and I think the two numbers there between success to 10 years and clearly written goals, I don't believe that's a coincidence. I believe that's actually tied together. I know that David would agree with me there as well. Goal setting is one of the most important and foundational parts of running a successful business. So what we'll do now is we'll talk about the importance of goals and how we set goals. So who here has a 12-month goal for their business? Raise your hand. Excellent. Now, who here has that written down and put up somewhere? You see how the numbers change slightly? And this is the thing, but it's fantastic that you've got that. And this exercise will help you translate that into what happens every single day. Now, raise your hands for me if you're busy. Yeah? Almost all of us here. And I've seen this presentation before, or he's actually productive, not busy. And there's a big difference because we can get trapped in this cycle of being busy, can't we? Yeah. In fact, when somebody says to you, how are you going? What's your normal response these days? Oh, so busy. I kick myself when I say that because I think to myself, it's like back years ago, I used to say to people, I'm sorry, what's your name? I'm so terrible with names. And I used to, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, wasn't it? Because what I would do, Rachel, and I'm just kidding. So what would happen is, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I say to people, I'm terrible with names, what am I going to be?
Terrible with names.
Yeah, if I say to people, I'm busy, what am I going to be? Busy? Well, I'm thinking I'm busy, yeah? And most business owners are busy being busy, not busy being productive. Yeah, having clearly written and articulated goals gives you the focus to be doing the right stuff, the most important stuff, which is going to take your business to where you want it to go. It's like getting in the car, right? So you get in the car. So today, I dropped at the office at Miranda on the way here. When I came out of the car park, I opened my sat-nav up, and I pressed the location for Penrith, and I got directions to Penrith. Do I know the way to Penrith?
Yes.
Yes, I know the way to Penrith. I've been here a few times. I used to come to every single meeting, didn't I, back in the day? I did. And this is where they used to be. So I knew where I was going. I could almost do it with my eyes closed. It's a little dangerous, but I could almost do it with my eyes closed. Why did I put that into my sat-nav to get myself here? Because I needed a clear goal for where I'm going. But I also need the ability to course correct myself all the way there. Now, if all I know is where I'm going, and I don't have check-in along the way, if there's a roadblock or an obstacle along the way, or a major collision, what happens? I get stuck, yeah? I don't move any further forward. And this is what happens with most people in goal setting. They write a goal for the end of the year, and they go, I'm going to have $1 million of business by the end of the year. And there's no check-in anywhere along the way. And so they're like, okay, $1 million, it's over there. And then they put their head down and start working, they're like, going this way. It's like, well, the goal's over there, and going in the completely wrong direction. So what happens is when we put and set goals, we start to put ourselves in the right direction. What we've got to do is have these course corrections all the way down the line. So I'm going to hand out some sheets now, and these sheets are the course correctors, okay? So if you can take some of those, probably please pass those on. Pass those around as well. And what I've got here is some sheets. So first of all, up the top, in the corner there, is a QR code. That QR code will take you to a landing page. That landing page has got a series of videos on all of this, plus downloadable resources. So you can get your annual plan, your quarterly plan, your monthly plan, your weekly plan, your daily plan, all ready to go. You can download the resources directly on this website, so you can get access to that straight away. So in your welcome pack, you actually have this as a pad. So you don't have to print them, you just use the pad, 1 week, rip it off, start the next week. We give that to all of our new members and all of our leadership team. When you join the team, we give you another pad. Otherwise, you can always go and just print them off week by week as well. But every year, we should take some time out of our business to set some goals. And so all of you have goals. So I'm sure you probably set some time at the end of last year or maybe the beginning of this year. You took some time out of your business to go set some goals, which is fantastic. What I would encourage anybody to do is think about getting yourself completely away from the day-to-day operations of your business for one whole day. Take a day out of your business. The whole business won't fall over in the process, but if you take a day out of your business and go to somewhere where you're not distracted by your phone, your email, or anything like that, and you sit creatively, I'd like you to think about what would you like to achieve over the next 5 years in your business. And just get a bit of paper and scribble things on it. And I love to get like a vision board as well if you want to get creative and print out some stuff and put on a vision board and have it on a poster and have it on a wall somewhere in your house, because that keeps you focused on a bigger picture besides targets and goals for the year. That's more creative about your whole life, you know, with the house, the car, or whatever that you're aiming for, that you're building all this for. Or it could be the orphanage in the Philippines or something like that you're building as well. Whatever it is that keeps you motivated, put that onto a vision board. And that's your 5-year outlook. But also during that 1 day of planning, think about what are the 6 most important things I need to do this year to take my business forward. What are the goals I need to set for my business over the next 12 months? So what do I want to achieve in 12 months' time? And I like to do January, December. I think it's, everyone has this psychology around January, December. It makes sense. But if you want to do like financial years or whatever, that's fine. You might be
Accountant will do that.
Accountant will be fine as well. Now that I'm operating in New Zealand, Australia, the US, Canada, my financial years are all over the place. Do you know New Zealand do financial years from March stage, or 8th of March. It's like, who thought of that? Like, seriously, I get January and December, and I get July, that's June. I don't get March and April. That just makes sense. Anyway, but sorry to keep any cousins up there. But spend a day every year thinking about what are the 6 most important things for you in your business. Yeah? And then you need to write, and when I say write, I didn't say type, I said write. You need to write this down, because there's actually a neurological process that happens when we handwrite things as opposed to when we type them down. Yeah, it's like my daughter who's studying at the moment for HSC, and she told me, and I, but she's a teenager, so she already knows everything. She told me that Dad's handwriting actually helps me remember things better than when I type things. So I went to say, yeah, I know. I thought, well, it's no good having that conversation either. So I said, oh wow, thank you for sharing it with me. But it's true. She was right. Handwriting things has a neurological process between the brain and the hand and the whole body. Energetically, you are more connected to those goals, you're more in line with those goals if you handwrite them down. So you write down those goals. Now, to set goals, you can't just write random sentences down. You actually have to have a good structure for writing a goal. And there's 2 formats that I love for writing goals. One is called SMART, or SMARTER, if you want to go for the full acronym, or they're called OKRs. Either work really well. So if you go onto YouTube and you type SMART goals, watch a video. I think there's a few, they're like 5 or 6 minutes long, and it'll show you how to set SMART goals. But the whole purpose behind it is setting out a framework for how to write the goal so that you've actually got something clearly articulated to achieve. So SMART goals works on, be really specific about, so it's an acronym, so be specific about the goal you'd like to set. Make it measurable, so you want to have something to actually achieve. So $1 million in sale, it's a target, a number around making it measurable. You want to make it achievable, so that you don't want to set it so far out that it's irrelevant to, not irrelevant, but not even achievable in your business. So if you're doing, $2,000 a month right now, and you said, go to $1 million this year, is that too far a stretch for you right now? Should you set somewhere in between? So make sure it is realistic, attainable, and then relevant is the next one. So you might set a goal that I want to start selling fruit, apples and bananas in my business. That might not be a realistic goal for you in your business either. So make sure it's relevant to your business, and then time bound. Always have when am I going to achieve this goal by? That's kind of like the SMART framework as well. There's another acronym that's SMARTER with the ER on the end. If you want to get really complicated, you can do that as well. But to keep it simple, I actually love one called OKRs. Objectives, key results. What is my objective? What's the goal? And what's the result that I'm going to measure it by? So just have that metric around the measurement of whether I've achieved it or not. How do I know when I've got there? I will have done $1 million. Then that's how I've got there. I will have done $1,000. I will have done this. What's the metric you're going to measure that by? Yeah? And the time metric is the year anyway, so you've got that process. So that the OKRs work really well with these time structured goals. Excellent. So you've set your goals, your 5 goals for the year. You've written them down in like an OKR format or a SMART format. Fantastic. Now, you put them up on your wall. So this will be your annual goals. Put them up on your wall. Stick them to your mirror in your bathroom. So every day when you're brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, that's how long you should brush your teeth for, plus flossing, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, you're looking at embedding those goals into your brain. Yeah? Now, if you want to have a great, healthy business, you want to be looking at your goals every day. If you want to have teeth that last till you're 100, you want to be brushing those every day. Now, 2 are exactly the same, and you can do it at the same time, which I think is even better. But make sure that you have them in front of you, and you're looking at them and connecting to them mentally every single day. But most importantly, the course correction is how you're going to get yourself there in the fastest possible way. So every quarter, you're going to sit down, and now at first this might take you a couple of hours to do your quarterly goals, but by the time you get efficient at it, and doing this every quarter, you're going to become pretty fast. Because what tends to happen is that couple of hours drops to an hour, drops to half an hour, and you're probably spending half an hour doing this every quarter. It's a great investment of time, because what you're doing is you're realigning where you're at with your annual goals. You're going, okay, where was I going again? Okay, Penrith, King Henry's, okay, no worries. But what's happening this quarter, and am I off track? And you're correcting your pathway there. Yeah? And you're going to set probably 4, 5, 6 things for the quarter that are going to help you take you towards your annual goals. Look at your annuals, What do I need to do this in the next 90 days to get me towards those goals for the year? What's going to keep me going in that right direction? Yeah, that's why we do this every single quarter. And then guess what? Every single month, we do a similar process. We pick 4 to 6 things that we're going to do in the next 30 days that are going to help take us towards our quarterly goals. So now we're looking at quarterly goals. We do this once a month. We sit down, about 10 or 15 minutes will be an easy amount of time to allocate to looking at this. So looking at those goals, going, what do I need to do in the next 30 days to take me towards those goals for the quarter? And it's discipline, right? Because it's easy to skip a month, it's easy to skip a week, because every week you're going to do the same thing. What do I need to do this week? So sit down on Monday morning, and every week, like this sheet of paper, what are the top 3 things I need to do this week to take me towards those monthly goals? Top 3 things. And then, every single day, you sit down, and on Monday morning as well, you're sitting down, and you're saying, what do I need to do today to take me towards my weekly goals? 3, 4, 5 minutes, you can write down your daily goals. But that's the first thing to start with. And we do this with our team. And it's funny because I'll come in and I'll say, have you done your goals? I'm like, I'm just putting in my emails. No, you're not. Do your goals first. Emails, wait till you know what your priorities are for the day. What are the top 3 things you need to do today to help take you towards your weekly goals? And you do that day by day. You don't fill this out for the whole week because this is not a course correction. Yeah, course correcting all the way through the week is what you're trying to achieve. So think about it. If you do Monday to Friday, and then Monday turns to crap, and you get to Tuesday, and you're like, oh God, now I've planned it the whole week, but I haven't done the stuff on Monday. It's going to get me through to Tuesday. Hey, you need to course correct, so you need to think about what I need to do today to get towards those goals. Now, as a rule of thumb, on a daily basis, don't set any task that's going to take you more than 1 hour. That's about our capacity to process, capacity of commitment. Once we get beyond an hour, we kind of lose focus, we get distracted easy. It's easy to set 60 minutes of top focus, of high level focus. And the more you do in the morning, the better. I know sometimes at night, more stuff. Whatever that period of time is that you normally work for a day, whether it's 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. or whether it's 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., whatever it is that you work, the earlier you get into the high priority stuff, the better. Because what we tend to do is we tend to push it down because it's that high level stuff. We'll just do our emails, we'll do a few things here and there. The most successful salespeople in the world will tell you, make the phone calls first because no one else is. Get the stuff done first, it's most important. That frog, Brian Tracy would say, do it nice and early. So every day you set those course corrections to get towards your weekly goals. Every week, you set those 4, 5, 6 things that are going to take you towards your monthly goals. Every month, you set those 4, 5, 6 things to take you towards your quarterly goals. And every single quarter, you're sitting down and thinking about the things that are going to take you towards your annual goals. And every year, you're going to look back and have a look at what was successful in that past 12 months and look forward 5 years and 12 months and do the same thing again. Now, trust me, if you spend, and when you add up the time, it's like probably less than 8 to 10 hours that you've spent on goal setting. But imagine how valuable that time is in terms of the results you're going to get in your business. It is phenomenal. Because most people, they're busy. But most people are busy doing the wrong stuff. They're not being productive busy, they're just being busy. They're doing what I said my team does. They get in, they do the emails because they feel that's the priority, is clearing out the inbox. Yeah? And of course that is one of your priorities in the day. But it's not the priority. The most important thing you can do is make sure you set the direction for each and every day and flow all the way through the year. And you'll be amazed about how close you get to your goals and whether or not you hit them or not is beside the point. If you're always aiming at them, you're still going to get some great results along the way. Yeah? You don't have to hit every goal, but you will hit a lot of goals along the way. It's like the old saying, if you shoot for the moon and you miss, you still land among the stars. It's still a great result. But if you miss completely, your rocket ship blows up and you disappear out of the ocean. That's what happens, ask NASA. So let's land among the stars or even land on the moon as well. Awesome. How do we do?